Hi guys, the topic for this video is percentage multipliers. What I would like you to do as a starter is to write down the following percentages and convert them into fractions and decimals. So please have a go, pause the video, then press play when you're ready to carry on. Okay, so 50%, remember percentage means out of 100. So 50% as a fraction means 50 out of 100. And as a decimal, all you have to do, 50 over 100 means 50 divided by 100, and that'll give you 0.5, okay? Or what you could have done another way is 50 over 100. If you simplified that fraction, you'd get it to be a half, and you know a half as a decimal would be 0.5. This one here, also 25% is just 25 over 100. 0.25, you could have also done 25 divided by 100 and then sort of simplified that fraction to get 1/4, and you know 1/4 is about 0.25. Okay, these are the rest of the answers. Remember 100%, this one in particular, 100% means 100 out of 100. So it would be 1 as a decimal, okay? All right. What we're going to be learning today, we've already learned how to do percentage increase and decrease, but we're going to be learning how to do percentage increase and decrease by using multipliers, okay? So the value, it says here, in this percentage increase example, the value of Frank's house has gone up by 20% in the last year. If the house was worth £150,000 1 year ago, how much is it worth now? Find the result in a single calculation. So the original amount is 100%, okay? But we now have 120%. So we've added 20%. Does that make sense? So to work out the original value of the house was 100%. The new value of the house, which we need to work out after 1 year, is 120%. So how can I work out 120% out of £150,000? So what would I need to do to make things easier is I need to work out 120% as a multiplier. How do I do that? All I have to do is just convert it into a decimal. So from our knowledge from the starter questions, how do we do this? 120% as a fraction first, it's just 120 over 100 because percentage means out of 100. And then afterwards, it's very easy to work out the decimal because all you have to do is 120 divided by 100, and that will be 1.2. So 1.2 is our multiplier. So we just multiply the original amount by 1.2 to work out 120%, okay? So therefore, 120% of £150,000, to work that out, you just use the multiplier by just doing 1.2 times £150,000. Okay, you just put that in your calculator. So the house is worth now, the new value of the house is going to be £180,000. Again, you can use this in your calculator, but make sure you write down the steps of the working out, okay? Of you converting the percentage into a multiplier. What I would like you to do now in this particular exercise is to work out the percentage increases as a multiplier. The first one has been given to you, 10%. So a 10% increase, remember the original amount was 100%, right? The original amount was 100%. If there's an increase of 10%, it's going to be 100% plus 10%. So the percentage increase in total would be 110%. Now, all you have to do to work out 110% as a multiplier, all you have to do is just convert it into a decimal. So before I convert into a decimal, I need to convert into a fraction. So 110% is just 110 divided by 100. And then all you have to do is convert it to a decimal by doing 110 divided by 100, and that would be 1.1, okay? So using the same example, have a go at working out the percentage increases of 25% all the way to 24.3, okay? Using the same example that we've done here. So please pause the video, have a go, then press play when you're ready to carry on. Okay, so these are the answers. Okay, please correct it if you haven't done it. Remember, all you have to do to work out the percentage increase multiplier is you have to add all of these. All of these, you have to add it to 100%. Once you've done that, you just convert it into a decimal. That's all you have to do. Okay? Please make a note of that. All right, moving on. So here are some examples using the method. What I would like you to do is, using the multiplier method, work out an increase in 50%, or increase of £50 by 60%, and an increase of £86 by 7%. So I'll do the first one for you actually. How can we work out an increase of 60% as a multiplier? Well, it would be 160%, right? 100% is the original amount, and we've added on 60%. So what we're trying to actually work out is 160% of £50. Now, 160% as a multiplier would just be 1.6, okay? Because you just divide it by 100, and you just multiply it by £50, and you'd give you £80, okay? So this bit here, you can use your calculator, 1.6 times 50, okay? And it'll be £80, okay? What I'd like you to do now is to copy down the first example and have a go at the second example. Increase £86 by 7% using the multiplier method. Okay, so please pause the video, have a go, and then press play when you're ready to carry on. Okay, so again, 7% increase. The original amount was 100%. A 7% increase would be 100% plus 7%. That is 107% times by £86, okay? So 107%, you need to convert that into a decimal. That would be 1.07 times by £86, okay? And then afterwards, you just put that in your calculator and that'll be £92 and 2 pence, okay? A percentage decrease now. If we quickly go through this, it says here, a CD Walkman originally costing £75 is reduced by 30% in sale. What is the sale price? Okay, so the original amount, like we said before, is always 100%. If there is it says here, a key bit of information, it says it reduced by 30%. What is the sale price? So what's the new price going to be in terms of a percentage? So the original amount was 100%. We subtract 30%. So what we're trying to actually work out now is 70% of the original amount, okay? That makes sense. So the original was 100%. Because there's been a reduction by 30%, as a percentage of this cost here, what we're trying to work out is 70%, okay? So whenever you're doing a percentage decrease, the original amount is 100%, okay, 100%. And then you subtract it from the percentage decrease, which is 30%. So 100% minus 30% is 70%. And all you have to do is just work out 70% as a 70% of the original amount, £75, okay? So how do we do this? We need to try work out, because we're doing a multiplier method, how do I work out 70% using the multiplier method? I need to convert it to a fraction first. So 70 over 100 means 70 divided by 100. So therefore, as a decimal would be 0.7. So that's how I use multiplier. 0.7 would be my multiplier. That would mean then 70% of £75 as a multiplier. To work that out, you do 0.7 times £75, use your calculator, and that'll give you £52.50, okay? So please copy down this example, very important. So what we had here, because there was a 30% decrease, okay, remember, 100% was the original amount. You subtract that from 30%. So the actual amount that you need to work out is actually 70%, okay? All right, what I would like you to do now here is, again, exactly the same as the example before, the exercise before. Work out these percentage decrease as a multiplier. So the first one, 10%. To work this out, 10% decrease as a multiplier, we had 100% originally, right? What we do is we subtract, because it's a percentage decrease, we subtract it by 10%, sorry, that's 10%. So 100% minus 10% will be 90%. And there you go. So 90% is the actual amount that we need to work out. And as a multiplier, 90% will just be 90 over 100, and 90 divided by 100, cancel the zeros, 9 divided by 10 is just going to be 0.9. And that's my percentage decrease of 10% as a multiplier. All right? So please copy down the example that I've done for the first one and have a go at working out the percentage decrease for the following percentages, okay? All right, so 25%, what do you do? The next one would be 100% minus 25%, that's 75%. 75 divided by 100 is 0.75. 100% divided by 17 is 83%. 83 divided by 100, 0.83. 1%, 100% divided by 1% is, so think about it, if there's a 1% decrease, you're actually working out from the original amount is 99%. So 99% as a multiplier, you just divide it by 100. 99 divided by 100 is 0.99, 0.95, 0.665, 0.93, and 0.76. That's how you work out the percentage decrease. So all we had to do for all of these amounts here is you do 100%, subtract the percentage given, okay, the percentage decrease, okay? Whoops, sorry. Subtract the percentage decrease, whatever it was. So subtract the percentage decrease. And then afterwards, whatever you get for your answer, divide it by 100 to work out what your multipliers are, okay? All right. Moving on now. Percentage decrease, what I would like you to do now is to have a go using a percentage multiplier method, work out a decrease of £65 by 20% and a decrease of 300 and decrease 325, sorry, decrease £320 by 3%. So please pause the video, have a go, then press play when you're ready to carry on. Okay, so what we need to do, remember, 20% decrease. So the original amount was 100%. So as a percentage, what you're actually working out is 80%. Okay, so 80% multiplied by £65. Now that's a bit tricky, so we need to use the multiplier method. So 80% as a multiplier would be 80 divided by 100, and that would be 0.8 times by £65. Use your calculator, and that would be £52. But please, if you use your calculator, make sure you do the working out, okay? Decrease £320 by 3%. So what do I do? 100% minus 3% is 93%, 97%, sorry. 100% minus 3%, okay? I'll probably do it here. 100% minus 3% is 97%. And as a multiplier, you just divide it by 100. So that'll be 0.97 times by £320, and that'll give you £310.40. And that's how we work it out. Percentage multiplier, use a percentage increase and decrease. Okay? Thank you so much for listening.